Okay, it looks like I'm doing it live for the first time. Taking a walk down to my old campsite. I'm going to show you all the other view instead of seeing my old ugly ass. A couple of days I'll be 55 years old, so I know y'all don't want to see me. But let's take a look. I'll show y'all where I was staying at. Here we go. This is gas line property. And if you look way down there, you'll see a little, what looks like a burnt down house, but it's actually not. It's actually a garage. We're taking a walk down Southport Road in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And I'm going to show you all how I didn't get in trouble with the gas company, because anywhere in there is trespassing. You don't want to go that way. My ex-girlfriend actually tried to stay in those woods in her car because there's a driveway that goes down and there's a road in that woods that she stayed in for a little bit when she got away from her son and daughter, who were both doing methamphetamines. Come to think about it, I gotta go set up a cross for her because she got ran over by a train near Country Club Road. It was an accident, but I'll document that when I go to do that. But where we're going is actually way down there. I'm going to show you how we get there. And people hit their horns at you all the time here, and you don't know if it's somebody you know or don't know. I've met a lot of people since I became homeless. They're very nice people. Pretty much the same boat I am. They're a couple of weeks from being homeless. Unfortunately, they don't have credit cards like I had to support me. That's why I'm doing the channel now. I don't have the means to keep making it the way I've been making it. My credit is pretty much run dry. But this is the way we go right here. Nice little trail down into the woods. Here we go. As we go in, this tree right here, which has nothing on it right now, is a thorny olive tree, and it's starting to sprout leaves. I used to eat berries off it every day coming out of here in the spring and in the fall, even though it's supposed to only sprout once a year. But then you cut in this way, and that way you don't get in trouble for going on this property. Now, I don't know, there may be some people here. They may have made a camp here. I don't know. All the meth heads used to go across the front and smoke, but thank God they never came back to where we were at. Although I see a vape here on the ground, so that tells me there's probably somebody out here. We shall see. Let me put the cigarette out, make sure it's out, because if you put them out wrong here, you'll have a forest fire, and that's not a good idea. Let's make sure that's out. Okay, here we go. Down the hill. And yes, this is about a mile out of Cedar Springs. I have a messed up hip. This is a hard journey for me. It was a hard journey every day. Where I'm at is the same distance away because all the meth heads hang around in downtown Cedar Springs. They hang out behind the big lots and all that. They got all kinds of junk back here that wasn't back here when I was here. And you see, when other people come around, they start throwing trash around. We kept this so pristine and clean. We picked up everything that would blow in here. But it might get a little dark for a second. I called this the Haunted Woods for a reason. Why in the world somebody would carry that down here, I don't know. Somebody grabbed a fender and brought it down here so they could find their way through the trail in the dark. It's a very easy trail. I don't understand it, but you know, when you're high, I guess you don't know where the fuck you're going. Let's go this way. I'll show y'all where my original camp was, and it was much cleaner back then. Hi, I'm on the internet. I see y'all chatting. I'll have to get stopped and answer y'all in a second. The writing's rather small on my phone. We'll be taking a tour of my old spots. I'm not ready to show anybody where my new spot is. I can show you out in the woods, but I'm not going to show you how to get into it. Now, let's see. The things that I left back here are now wide open. This is a tent we originally bought for $80 and set up, but the person that come and took it over tore it all to hell and messed up everything. He also brought a bunch of buggies. Never carried his trash out. This is a grill that was given to me by the animal control lady, as well as this one. We used to do all our cooking here. Of course, the tent was set back between these trees and tied up. As you can see, there's a green rope over there. It used to be very secured, and apparently, you know, they don't care about the stuff because they've come and opened it and left it open. I don't know why. Now it's full of water. Doubt it could. I guess it could be used, but it's all rusted now. I had me a pile of wood that I would cut up every day. I made that pile of wood for the new guy, but he wasn't very, I don't know how to put it, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to cut Ernie here and show y'all. Go up this way. This trail goes on around to an abandoned house that we found out here. And I was going to pay the taxes on it because for the land and the house was only $7. The guy hadn't paid it for 2 years, and I was about to own it. But he came in and paid it underneath me, and now he's selling. This used to be a Christmas tree farm, and he's trying to sell this piece of property. There's a truck wash next door that he owns. In the house, he's trying to sell it all for almost $1 billion, which is nuts to start with. It's 5 pieces of property, which he's condensed, and he's trying to sell it for way more than it's worth. He had somebody out here trying to find out if these cedars were worth anything, but of course they're not, because you know you can't really make picks out of them or anything. I'm sorry, get a little out of breath. Normally when it rains, there's little rivers that go through here, through these areas. It gets really, that's the problem with the homeless here. Trash. I had an officer come up and tell me I have to leave where I'm at because it's trash. You two was where my ex Terry was. She had a whole tent set up in a frame and everything. But when the guy runs out the house, he told us we could stay out here for a month. And then he sent people out here to tear it all up. And that's the remains of it there. And stuff with buckets and kept them clean for pottying and stuff. But they cut up all our tarps. And Terry used to have her little fire here to run off the mosquitoes. Oh, I hate it's lagging. Okay. I don't know what to do about it. Let's see. These boxes are actually from solar panels. I just figured since I couldn't get it, people come out and tore through. I hate this like this. I did not want to leave this guy's property like this, but he come up and run us right out. He and stole from the guy that was in prison, which what I was planning to do to pay the taxes, but he beat me to it. But we're coming up on the house they stay in. I can't show you the inside. I told him I would not go back inside of it again. I told him I would not go back inside of it again. I do have a video of it with my girlfriend singing, and as soon as I get her to clear me on posting it, I will send it out. But as you can tell by that, there's a electrical power thing over there. That's the path I showed you on the way in. This is the house we were staying in. It has three feasible rooms. It has three feasible rooms. I used to keep all this mowed house, and that's pretty much why we got ran off. To tell you the truth, it looks like one of them have broken back in because this door is supposed to be locked. This door should be secure, but looks like somebody's been in it. There's the truck wash up there. I'm gonna have to show y'all a picture of the inside. All this trash is from the roommate. We allowed him to come in, and I don't know, it looks like somebody's back in there. Yep, somebody's back in this thing. They ain't supposed to be. I know y'all can't really see. I'm gonna go ahead and get away from here because I ain't supposed to be here, and I don't want to get in trouble. But I think I want to post that video. There was a middle room we kept storage in, and the back room's where we let the other guy stay. The bathroom in the back of the house is collapsed, and then there's a little garage over here. We lived here for 2 years, and we were just about to get it through taxes. I probably said that 100 times by now. But the back porch here is collapsed. If they haven't broken it open, I had the back door fixed up to where nobody could get in it. Yeah, it's still, it looks like they broke into that too. All right, let's get off of this property. I'm allowed in the woods. I'm not actually allowed out here. I can't believe he's not come out here and checked. He came out and checked to make sure we cleaned up the place, but this is the garage. And there was always deer and stuff running around out here. Shadow used to love chasing them. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off this property. At least into the woods. And maybe find a place to maybe answer some questions, or I'm not sure. Or start back towards Walmart. I don't know. But the people that work up here are great people. I mean, they come back here and checked on us, made sure we had food or whatever. But the guy who owns it, he owned the truck wash. He didn't own all this, but he paid the taxes and got it. And he's one of those rich white guys and just fucking hates everybody. Excuse my language. But again, those thorny olives I showed y'all, this is another thorny olive tree. And this one sprouts only once a year, but it has these beautiful little, they're a little bitter, but they're little berries. They're very nice. I used to love eating them. But back into the haunted woods. All right, trying to think. Go sit down and maybe answer some questions. Am I still lagging real bad? Anybody still in the chat? Anybody still in the chat with me? But here I am, 55. But I'm mainly just trying to show where I used to go out. When we had the house, the cat had pre-ring in the house. But now in a cage instead, which I hate. I used to go out another way. Let me see if I can show that to you. These woods are peaceful. At night, sometimes coyotes come running through here. Sort of fun to hear them chasing each other and chasing deer. And of course, I'd have to go chase Shadow because she wanted to run with them. Sorry everything's so shaky. Sorry everything's so shaky. Never was a drinker. I drink a little bit of liquor lately. Been depressed. But I'm trying to do that so much because we really can't afford it. It's all nice and clear through there. but never really took it because right at the end you can't get through that area. A bunch of rose bushes grew up. Here, if anything blew in, I picked it up. But they come in right. But I see if my signal picked up any. A little bit. There we go. Used to go through here and come out. Some of these trees had sprung up, but they used to come in through here and go down a driveway, and down at the end there's a shed where he used to load up the Christmas tree, and there were little roads in and out of here where they go pick out the Christmas trees. All these are overgrown Christmas trees, but believe it or not, they used to be little Christmas trees. But the guy died, and then his wife got put in an old folks home, and his son went to prison, and that's how the person that owns this truck wash over here got it. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough to get that one little piece of property back there. It was 2 acres and a house. All I would have had to pay was $7, but it would have been $21, 3 years taxes. But this is Southport Road here. And then if we step out, yeah, you can tell the dope has been around here again. Head down this road, and we'll go down to where I used to come in and out. If you're interested in the property, this is the person that's selling it. How much? I know he's trying to sell the whole thing for $1 billion, but it also includes this truck wash on the corner here. They wash off these gas tankers. I'm not sure if I'll get in trouble for showing it, but I'm gonna like show the area. Just that building there, they wash the trucks in, they park them up here for months at a time. That's the spot. All right. If you go across the road here, there's a cemetery. Right behind those trees, there's a cemetery. There's graves back in the woods from like the 1800s. I mean, just old graves, old stones. Some of them don't even have names on them anymore. Actually, I think I'll cross over and give y'all a view of that before I head back home. Let's see. Gotta be careful around here. There's been 2 people hit right in the center lane of this road. I guess I shouldn't really be showing people, should I? About halfway across. All right, halfway. I guess this is the industrial area, and the reason I picked this area is because you get in less trouble camping out in an industrial area, woods, than you do in residential. The other area that I picked that I'm living in now is actually protected land, but the MPO officer told me, what's that? Sheridan? Okay. The MPO officer told me that that the property I'm on now, as long as I don't trash it, as long as I carry off my sewage, I won't have to worry about it. Oh good, I'm glad I'm not lagging anymore. Decky boy, are you the only one in here? Just wondering. I wouldn't doubt it. It's my first live. I'm just happy it started working. Oh wait, graveyard's farther down. There's some type of business down at the end of here. All these jobs around here, I wish I could still work. There's so much I could do around this area because right up my alley, I just have a messed up hip now. I can't work in stores and stuff. I have too severe anxiety and depression, and my blood pressure shoots up and blood starts pouring out my nose. I just can't do Walmart work. I don't know why. It didn't seem that stressful. But they fired me as soon as my nose started running. Dormant Center Walmart. My nose started pouring blood, and I thought everything was fine. Didn't seem like I was stressed out, but apparently my body was, or my mind was somewhere. But at least I'm getting to where I can walk again. I'm trying to get down here to this graveyard so it's not so boring. Let's see. My ex-girlfriend used to come over here and hang out after she got back here till her son cost her car. Her son was flying down the road, that road right there, Southport, in the other direction, and he was trying to smoke meth while he was going around the corner on ice, and ran into somebody's yard. Ended up messing up Terry pretty bad, hurting her dog, and then he jumped in the car with his friends and took off and left her sitting there. A nice son, huh? He's mad at her because he went to prison for molesting his little sister when he was younger. So he blames her for everything. She blames her for everything, even though after she became a teenager, right up into her 20s, she was trying to have sex with him. So I mean, I guess they were meeting out in the woods privately, but it started when she's 3 years old. So I'm not sure who you blame for that one. She didn't know what was going on. Nobody ever told her. The father knew. The father found out everything was going on. She never knew until after her daughter was actually meeting him in the woods and having sex with him just before he got locked up. So Jerry went through hell with her family, and all of them were smoking methamphetamines. And the father, his mother, her daughter, her son. Pretty much she had no choice, either join or get the fuck out. So, matter of fact, the father beat the hell out of her one day because he busted his meth pipe. So, I don't know. But that's a subject for another day, I guess. Let's see. I think that, oh, okay. Thank you, Decky boy. Sorry I rambled on for a minute there. I feel so bad about Weta Terry, and that's going to be a subject for a video one day. And I can't find the end of it. It just keeps going and going out in those woods, and they're not being taken care of. I don't understand what these people are doing. There's ones like that in Fernia Beach. They don't cut down the trees. Fernia Beach, Florida, where I'm from. They don't cut down the trees, but they take care of the gravestones and all that. They try to make sure the teenagers don't come out and steal them, because some of the ones in Fernia Beach are like 1700s and older. some of them you don't know how old they are. But it's a very nice little graveyard. It doesn't feel like there's too many bad spirits here. Most of those are towards the woods on the other side over that way. There's one that feels rather bad, but for the most part they're all silent and at peace. Even at night you can't feel them. Of course, maybe I'm weird for saying that. A lot of people can't feel spirits. Thank you, Decky boy. Yeah, the whole purpose of my channel, it's I'm not going to be a grifter. I'm going to try to find some content. But part of it's to try to get some donations. I'm not going to monetize on YouTube simply because it'll mess up my SSI check. Which I'm not going to lie to anybody. I'll show y'all receipts. I get an SSI check. My old lady works as a waitress under the table at it's actually a Greek restaurant run by a Mexican guy here. And she's getting waitress wages to be a front counter server. So she makes about $200 less than I do a month, even though she's working 5 days a week. So my credit cards are pretty much run out. I've run maxed out my Navy Federal card. So I am looking for help, but I'm not going to beg for it, nor am I going to. I'm going to try to give some content, give some kind of reason for somebody to help me. I don't want to be a grifter. I've seen a lot of these grifters out here, and a lot of them don't deserve. I mean, they never even tried to work. I worked my whole life. My 401k disappeared. Everything's gone. Through, and my mother was doing drugs and stuff. The guy she hooked up with ended up everything I had. Not only that, after he sold the property, he went back and stole the windows and the doors off of it to sell to another landowner, because they were older doors and everything, and they were trying to renew downtown Jacksonville. I'm going to sit here for a minute, even though these gravestones are here. I don't know where they moved them from. But I'm going to have me a seat just for a second. And just view this, and then we'll oh goodness. I need to bring my phone stand next time I come out. That way I can reorientate. If you don't mind, I'm going to have me a cigarette while I'm sitting here. All right. Get that back on my back. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, look, that's the main part of the graveyard. And if you go on the other side of these trees over here, there's another part. Well, down this way, a road, but there's graves all the way back in. Oh, that's okay, Dickie. But like I said, I'm not trying to demand money out of anybody. I'm not trying to beg for it. You know, I try to do the best I can, and just hopefully the people that can donate will. But I'm not gonna sit here and, I know you've seen some of these. Oh my God, I know you've seen some of these people, and some of them are just so pitiful. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I will stand on the corner with a sign with what I need on the sign, and I will get it. Might take me all day, but I'll get it. Let's see, these are 1960s through here. Oh, that one looks a little older. Let's take a look at that one. Let's see. Yeah, 1908 to 1977, so they died while I was a kid. But what I really want to show you is back here in the woods. It's unbelievable that they just did not take care of these grave sites. Some of them have caved in, and some of them look like they've been looted. I mean, they're way back here in the woods. I mean, you can see a gravestone sitting. See that one back there? There's one way back in the woods over there. But that's not even an old one. That's probably from back when I was a kid. But we got this one. I don't know when this one is. I have to check. See if I see. You can tell where the flowers were supposed to be. This is Gilmore's. I guess there's probably a lot of graves somewhere around in here that somebody's already stolen the stones off of. I mean, it looks like there's a caved in one there. You really can't see it though. You'll be able to see it once I get back to the other ones. You can see right here where there's another family plot, and one little stone in there. No telling how many more is supposed to be back there. There's a flat one around there. Sorry. Let me know if I'm going too fast. See, here's a gated one. Here's the BD. No date on it. But here's a whole little family. You can tell this used to be a family plot. Here's one of the caved in ones. That's a caved in gravesite. Another caved in gravesite. No headstone, no nothing. You can tell this used to be a gated site, a gated family plot. Let's see if I can read this stone here. Nothing on this side. Let's see. This one says 1890 to 1964. So getting in the 60s now. There's some older ones on the other side though. Some of these, like this one looks like a very old stone. But you can tell I'm in somebody's family plot. I don't know how many graves I'm walking on right now. Well, that one actually died in 82. I'm sorry, 82. 26 to 82. U.S. Army. See, this should be cleaned up. There should be a flag here. That's sad. I guess this is the Simpsons a lot. This one never got a gravestone. But this is definitely a family plot. Just not taken care of. There's a gravestone underneath a tree over here. It's sad, the conditions. That one died in 1954. We're getting a little farther back. It looks like they're getting ready to cave in underneath the weight of everything. It become an industrial area. I mean, there's a diesel plant right there. Well, it's not. It's a refilling station, as far as I know. At least there's big old tanks like there are in Jacksonville at the refilling stations. Let's see. I've never really gone all the way back this way to see, but this does look like a caved-in. I don't know. That might be a ditch. I might have to go on the other side to show the older graves and stuff. I've noticed a lot of people tend to like graveyard scenes, so I am sort of trying to go some kind of route, some kind of brick wall here. I'm not sure why, if that was somebody's family plot or what. This is where, right here, where the gas company has come through and just sort of dug up and relocated things. There's a bunch on the other side too. There's a gas line that runs underneath here. Natural gas. And natural gas is destroying anything they want to. They have the right, for some reason, to just come in and tear up everything, including people's graveyards or whatever. Actually, if I keep going that way, I'm going to run into a fence. So I need to come back up this way and go across the little bridge. I'm sorry. Is it at least interesting? I know you're the only one watching, but how can I make it a little more interesting or more content provision or let's see. See, we got gravestones all around out here in these woods. Just, you can tell that grave caved in. It was probably a child. Let's try to get a date on this one. Oh, I'm sorry to step across you here. Let's see, it says Cook, U.S. Voluntary Infantry, SPAM War. Huh. I couldn't tell you what date that would be. Henry Clemens Cook. ID U.S. Voluntary Infantry. That sounds like it's the war that my grandfather was in when he was a horse marine. World War, is that 1? I think it was 1. SPAM War. Not sure what that means. Try to get you a better view of it there. Showing animals. Okay. I know they love it when I show my doggy. She was a stray just like us, and we all ended up together. Let's see. I don't even know which way to go because every way I look, I mean, here's a family plot. Of course, these are somewhat modern bricks, but that gravestone back there doesn't look very modern. One thing I could do is start going out to my old spots and finding when the deers come through or the coyotes. I'm gonna try to look at this. If I can get in here. Let's see. It says Luke Jones, South Carolina, PFC, private first class. Looks like medical department. World War II, December 1912 to 1945. Alright, ow. Alright, I'm gonna have to go. I know there's more graves back through here. All through here. But I don't know how to try to get through all that. Sorry about all the sniffling. I've been sick. My old lady had COVID. And I never tested positive, but I think I got a bad flu or cold. Let's see. I think we gotta go back this way. Talking about the animal stuff. I haven't posted them, but I have a few. See, here's some of the caved in ones. That's just like a caved in grave, and that one is too. And you can tell that's the back of the family plot. But I haven't posted them, but I have videos of shadow playing and stuff. I think that's where we came in at. Okay. We'll go back over here and go Go to the right. Still here. Be back in just a second. Let me do a Q&A today about the reasons I'm homeless and all that, which are very legit reasons. I don't blame anybody. I made my own mistakes. Let's see, that's 76, 96 to 76. Ooh, I hope I lived to 80. But if there's any questions you have, I will very freely answer them. Or if you don't care, that's fine too. I'll find content that you like somehow. I don't know where the mail went. I seen him. Red Robin. Where'd you go? They're flying around in there, but I can't exactly get it where you can see. Go across here. This is where some of the gas lines run through. And they dug up a bunch of graves straight up this path, and they just sort of threw the bodies over here on the other side, and they doubled up some of the graves and stuff. I mean, it just seems like nobody cared. So, but where I'm going is back this way. There's a bunch of old graves back there. There's a bunch of old graves right here. I mean, I'm not sure how old this is. I don't know, this might have just been thrown over here. You can't even, I mean, I had to turn over to see it. You can tell where they chopped down wood and just threw stuff out here. Just dispose of the bodies by throwing them out. That's Georgia clay. There's a lot of those plants I was showing earlier, those thorny olives. Along the inside of there are so many of those. Oh my goodness, next year I'm coming to harvest. They are so good too. And they're good for you. They're antioxidants. They also help against cancer. Even just right here, there's graves right there. Grave over there. All my old ladies texting me wanting to see if I'm okay. You still there? You still there? My girlfriend texted me. My girlfriend texted me. Is because of Helia. She's not. I want to say she's innocent, but I don't want to insult her by saying she's innocent, because she's very smart. So go check her out if you ever just want my actual subject. So go around it next time. This one died in '89, and this one died in '74. And for some reason, I get a bad vibe around this grave at night. For some reason, I get a bad vibe around this grave at nighttime. So I don't come out here around that one. But there's graves all back here. All back here. Anybody know my business? But anybody know my business? But I'm actually to answer. Some of them are interested in the fact that I knew Eileen Mornos briefly, is very briefly. Here we got one that 1970 was when they died. U.S. Army. It seems like most of the ones out in the woods not being taken care of are in the military. This is a sunken grave. There's a sunken grave. Step over them. There are many sunken graves back here. As you go towards the plant, it looks like many of those were raided. Back to back. Sunken grave, sunken grave, sunken grave, sunken grave, sunken grave. I mean, some of them back in those woods, you can actually see the coffin. All these, every single one of these divots, oh, you can't really see them on the film or on the camera, but every one of these are sunken graves. You can see that one's still got the placard in it, which doesn't, of course, used to have a paper, and tell them from the looks of it, it's probably 1930s to 50s, somewhere in that area. Just sunken graves everywhere. I mean, just that little placard over there, there's somebody over there, there was somebody here, there was somebody there. That one, the whole gravestone's sunk into the ground, pretty much, and a tree is growing in front of it. Let's see what this one says. This one actually has the placard, but you can't read any of it. It's all washed out. It had a metal placard in there, age, year, month, day, but whatever was written on is long gone. This next one up, I'm assuming, since it's in the middle of the grave, 1987. But the farther you go back, there are so many graves back here. I mean, just, and most of the military, it's really sad they weren't taken care of. This kind of stuff I've been seen in the world, but this is like an impossibility. That one's sunken halfway into the ground. All these are sunken graves, or where trees, you can tell the tree grew into this one. Might be able to see down in here. Let's see. Oh my God. I hope that's not what I think it is. It looks like fingers. But there's so many graves out here just untaken care of. Most of them military. Just, I don't know. I understand it, because our older ones in Pernian Beach, Florida, are taken care of much better than this. I think I want to head out of here because the sun's already past the horizon. If I get stuck out here in the dark, I'm going to have a heck of a time getting out. Oh. So, Decky boy, how old are you? Are you near my age or younger? I'm 55. My old lady's, oh God, don't tell her I forgot. 90. She's 35. 30, well, she'll be 36 on her next birthday. Oh God, how did I get out of here? Oh, see, here's a meth head. They come up here and park over here and smoke their meth. Right there. I'm trying to get through the vines to get out. Let's see, that one's June 12th, 91. Born in 25. I can tell by the way they ran out of here what they were coming up here to do. Anybody coming out here for family, doesn't try to park in this area. They usually park either around here or on the other side. They pull up in here, and I wish the Spartanburg cops would fucking know this shit. They pull up in here and do their dope all fucking day. I mean, all day, all night. I mean, they come through and try to raid graves. They're nasty people around here. Unless they're doing fentanyl too, then they just pass out. Every once in a while we find them just dead. Like there's a dumpster up here by the liquor store where many people have been found who have died off of fentanyl. I don't understand the purpose of it or any of that. I don't. I mean, yeah, have you a drink, get a little buzz, but why try to kill yourself? That don't even make sense. I mean, I've been suicidal, but I still don't think I want to go that way. I've been watching you for a while now. Yeah, it's been almost an hour. If you want to go ahead and clock out, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to head back up here to Southport Road and head towards my house. Let me see. My battery's half dead anyway. I do appreciate you watching me though. I really do. If you think about anything later, come back in the comments and let me know. I always try to read all my comments and reply to them. And if you think anything that would make it a little more interesting. I mean, I am a homeless guy. I'm 55 years old. Well, I'm almost 55 in a few days. Anything that could make it interesting, I could do that. There's probably a lot more wildlife in the woods I'm living in. I just have to be real careful about showing people where I live. And that's the only thing. Other than that, I mean, there's plenty of woods around here. I can go check out wildlife and show abandoned. Oh, there's a whole bunch of abandoned houses down this way. Maybe I'll check them out. Tomorrow's supposed to be rainy. Maybe the next day it'll be real sunny. We'll go look at some burnt up houses and stuff, and some wildlife out that way. Of course, I have to go around to the next road, all the way around to the other side and come in. I can't go this way because there's a fence. Always am, and I'm always trying to look out for my old lady and my dog and my cat. And pretty soon I gotta head home to get my dog's in the cage with the cat right now, so I gotta get her out. But I do appreciate you hanging around. And we got some kind of animal. Oh goodness, looks like it might be a black cat. I missed him though. He was way down the road there. But I will be very careful. And I appreciate you hanging around. I'm sort of surprised. Well, I guess Hellia had to do her channel thing. But go check Hellia out. And there's another one I like, Emma666. But you got to be into making fun of people who are just stupid as shit and out there trying to beg for money. And we make fun of them. We got one that went to prison because she was threatening kids in the school, acting like she was nuts, but really wasn't. But ended up going to prison anyway because that's how dumb she was. But check out those two, Hella and Lucky, and Emma666. I love both of those channels. But the Emma666, you have to like be tired of people trying to use you to appreciate that one. Oh, birds. I can't get them good on my video here. I can get hawks and stuff out where I'm at though. I just have to get on my tablet. But if you want to calm down, Hella and Lucky are they're nice and peaceful, nice, beautiful woman, nice, beautiful voice. And my old lady even likes to listen to her too. So she's my muse. And then Emma 666 is she makes fun of people that shouldn't be homeless. They're homeless. Some of them are, some of them aren't, and they should not be. They're just grifters. But all right. I guess I'm going to go ahead and let you go. This is that business that's at the end of the road here. I don't even have any clue what they do. I know they got forklifts, all kinds of stuff. Trailers. No clue what they do. Not a clue. I see people walking up here to go to work in the mornings when I used to live across the road there. Oh, hey, Hella. I was just recommending your channel. I was just recommending Jackie Boy for, you know, if you want to calm down, or Emma66 if you want to make fun of grifters. I mean, you're my muse, Hella. I don't have a whole lot of comments to read, but but I wish you saw all the grave sites and stuff out in the woods, and I wish it wasn't getting dark. I could show you some older ones if you're into that. I got 18 people here. I don't even know how to tell. I know I got 4 likes and it says 2 people. Some reason it's telling me 2 people and 4 likes. But yeah, it's still lying to me. We're heading back towards Southport. I was going to head on across the tracks and head back out. Okay, I had to find a time of day to schedule this. I just went on a whim and decided I'd go try to, hopefully you'll get to watch it later, go show my path down to my old place. Is there a certain way to make sure it uploads, or, oh God, or do lives automatically upload? I don't know. I'm working with a phone. I don't even have a computer anymore. My ex broke that. Her and her son was having a fit and broke it in half. I don't even have the hard drive out of it because it didn't have a hard drive. I thought all computers still had hard drives. Okay. YouTube Studio on your phone. Okay. Yeah, just when you end, make sure. Okay, make sure I make it public, and Studio on my phone is enough. Okay. We're actually heading back to, I hope you get to watch more of this later, but because I went all through part of the graveyard until it got a little too dark. The sun's down past the horizon, so I didn't want to stay stuck out there. But I'm heading back towards Southport and back up towards the main part of Cedar Springs. But I'm open to questions if you wanna ask me anything. I know some people was wanting to ask me about Eileen, but my relationship with Eileen was like one night, and it was in between the guy beating her up and her meeting the girlfriend. I just don't feel like Eileen would have done what she did without the girlfriend pushing her to do it. Because she was so nice to me. I mean, and she listened to what I had to say about me being raped and everything, and she held me. She was a nice person. She kept me from killing myself. She was not what they make her out to be. And I am a male, a 6'1" male. I was bodybuilding and everything. There's no way that she didn't think I was a male. It's actually a very short story. I mean, we talked about a lot, but most of it was just her picking me up from the truck stop in Yulee, Florida. She'd come up from Daytona because this guy had abused her. I'm gonna cross the street real quick. She'd come up from Daytona where she was being abused, and then when she left, that's when she hooked up with that girlfriend. Okay, we're trying to get across the street. Here we go. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay. This is the field that I used to see every day. We're heading back up towards Walmart in Spartanburg, South Carolina. It's a bombing 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Trying not to show too many faces in the cars. How you gonna show me something? Decky boy, this is Hella. She's who I go to calm my nerves. We don't have to listen to politics, religion, none of that stuff. She's a good person. She's my muse. I know my camera works so shaky. Oh my goodness. I wish I could make it better. I used to walk past this place every day. This lady would offer us water every day. She would come out, do you need water? Do you need anything to drink? This woman is so nice. You would not believe. She used to park right there. She's allergic to dogs, but Shadow would run up to her and try to love on her every time. She's a very wonderful woman. The link. Is it not showing me the link you sent, Hella? Or is there something I have to do to find it? This is my first time. I'm a newbie. How many 55-year-olds have said that? All this is industrial area. There's a storage place over here which some of the druggies end up living in. My storage unit has temperature control and all that, but it also has facial recognition and keeps people out of my stuff. But I can't live there. Okay. Where do I find the link though? Is it sent in a message? I'm sorry, I should be reading these like you do, shouldn't I? Look how beautiful this sky is. The sun's down, but all this beautiful sky. And yes, it looks like a little bit of rain tonight. Probably rain about 3 or 4 hours from the looks of it. But looks like the temperature's going to drop from all the pink in the sky. But it is beautiful. Okay, thank you, Hella. Yeah, I was recommending your channel because I told him you calm my nerves. I'm sorry, I hear a train going by. Y'all probably can't even hear me. That same train that hit Terry. I'm actually surprised my phone battery's not dead. These woods up here, we were thinking about living in them. Actually, if y'all want to take a walk down that way, I'll show you the trail back there. There's a whole trail back there, and I could bring you up to the house that my girl's ex-old man tried to set on fire, tried to kill me. He did set it on fire. He didn't try. He set it on fire. A guy by the name of Louis Riddle set the place on fire while I was in it and she was at work. And if y'all want to see it, I'll take you by there. We're coming up. This red light to the left is Walmart. And there's a trail down. There's been many homeless that used to live back there. But I can take you around the back that way and show you the house me and her lived in to start with. When me and her actually became a couple. See all this trash on the road around here? I bet y'all don't have that in Canada, do you? People around here don't know how to drive. They got 2 lanes going into one, so they're trying to kill each other. In Florida, they have that stuff straightened out. I mean, before they get there, people in Florida know how to get in and out of traffic. I don't know what it is about Florida. It's in the South, but they drive like Yankees, and we're taught to drive like Yankees in Florida. We're taught to drive smart, not dumb. People around here drive dumb as hell. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying that, but it's true. It seems like they shouldn't have licenses. Spartanburg, South Carolina. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to show you. But these woods here, we thought about living in them for a minute because there's a stream that goes through there that would protect the front. The problem is it's too accessible. It's too accessible by the other homeless, and they all stay in this area from about this far from that red light to the other side in the woods. They've set many forest fires. Fire marshal right now is looking for one of them named Justin who keeps setting fires around here because he gets mad at his girlfriend. Okay, we're going to turn left here and go behind Walmart. Did y'all want to check out the old trail and see where I almost died? Because that's pretty much where I'm heading to now. Anybody? Is it just slow showing me text? This is Walmart. This is the back of Walmart. That's the pharmacy. That's where I used to get my Valium and all the stuff, my mental medications. You go back here, and every once in a while, which most of those guys have been fired, but every once in a while, if you're lucky, stuff they're throwing out, they'll come out this back door and hand to you. You know, most of those guys have been fired. But if you go in the front and the manager hands it to you, you're good to go. You know, because managers are allowed to donate it to who they want to donate it to. We're walking around this way. Now, where the trail is over here. This is all stuff you don't mess with without permission. If you carry one of these pallets off, you will be charged with theft. You see these cameras on the back of this building? All these, there's 4 cameras here. Any of these things without permission sends you to jail. So get permission. Okay, we head back this way. There's a little trail back here. Not sure how easy it is to get through anymore. But as you can tell, there were homeless back here, because here's the buggy. And probably somebody's shit bucket. Excuse my language. And we go over this way. Now, there were dope heads that used to hang out over here and smoke, and over there and smoke. That's the reason why this wasn't a good camping site. See all this trash? Half of it's Walmart, half of it's dope heads. The vines aren't so easy to step through right now, but as you can tell, this wasn't set up by Walmart. This was some dope head, because that is an airplane. I don't know if you can tell, but it's missing the wing. That is a foam airplane stuck in the ground next to a sandal. Then we have another buggy. We keep going back. It's actually quite clear now because it's the winter time. This is usually kudzu all through here. There's a stream that goes through there. That's why I was telling you about why that part would be safe for us over that way. Because there's a stream that goes through here with copperheads and water moccasins. So that part of the woods will be safe from the people on this side. So we go through this way. And the trail is wide open right now. Usually this is all this is usually grown up. There's usually just a thin trail. But as you can tell from all the garbage and vapes and stuff, there were homeless back here. Not my kind of homeless. And God, I hope they see my channel, because they can see how clean my site is. God, they just leave buggies out here. Which, I mean, Big Lux is shut down. But the Dollar Tree still needs theirs. Lord knows what they were collecting. Anything they could pick up off the ground. I mean, just nasty stuff. I'm going to set my bag down a second so I can... Y'all have to forgive me for smoking a cigarette. I'll smoke a cigarette. Put you right there. See, now you're underneath a hill right now where most people don't look. So here we are. I'm taking a swig of sailor's water. Hopefully I'll get plenty. Oh shit, that pack's empty. Give me just a sec. Cigarette, blow my nose. I'm not even sure anybody's still here, but it'll be uploaded for somebody to watch. Maybe some of the people around here that don't know these places exist. Because I know many people don't know all these places exist. Put the backpack back on. You still here? Thank you, Decky boy. Well, there ain't much to say. I'm just pretty much walking around. I keep talking. God, I'm talking like a meth head, ain't I? Just no. I in order to get bravery, I did sip a little bit of sailor's water because I was scared about saying anything to anybody about anything. So maybe I'm a little tipsy, but Let's hope that doesn't disqualify me from telling the truth, because I tend to be truthful anyway. This is a hill. I'm trying to figure it out because this part is blocked at this point. But I want to show you a spot. There were two people. There was a couple that used to live right here on this hill. Oh, okay, here we go. I don't know if you can tell, but this part is burnt. This used to be their place. And that same guy who burnt the house down, burnt their spot down. They were living right on this hill, right behind Walmart and Little Caesars. They made a nice little solid little tent. They were taking care of themselves and their dog. I mean, they were doing a lot of drugs, but Louis got jealous of them and wanted his wife, so he set their tent on fire and convinced them that they had done it by heating their tent. And then went around bragging to everybody, including her uncle, who nobody says anything to the guy. Yeah, his name's Matt, her name's Brandy. Their uncle's name's David or Day Day. And Louis set their place on fire because he wanted Brandy. He got smoking meth with Brandy and thought he could have her, and when she wouldn't do it, he set their tent on fire one night. And so that's where they were. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna move this way. This guy named Louis, he's in jail right now for oh shit. Ow. Give me just a minute. Okay. He's in jail right now for dealing in methamphetamines, cocaine, what else? And for some reason the guy's only got 90 days. I don't know how or why or who, because he does have family, who paid who off, but he was dealing 5 different drugs including fentanyl, and somehow only got 90 days. So he'll be out quite soon. And I'm sort of scared he's going to come try to find me and set me on fire again. But here we go. We're going this way. I don't know what all this trash is. It's from the homeless people. I mean, except for that. That's one of the places Louis used to go in and out of sewage. Over there, there's another one over here. He used to travel from this side of Cedar Springs to the other side of Cedar Springs through the sewage, and he left the top off on the hill by Walmart, so if the wind's blowing the wrong way, you smell sewage, because he left the lid off and nobody's ever gone up and covered it back up. There used to be a trail around that way to get to that house that I was staying in. This is a chemical pond, which is for experimentation. There used to be signs up here. I'm not really sure. It said for scientific experimentation. I can't remember exactly what it said, but they're mixing chemicals and growing frogs and doing all kinds of scientific experiments back here. There's a trail that goes this way. If I can get through it. Nobody has apparently been through the trail in a while, although they left a lot of trash around here somehow. These are all thorn bushes. If you're wondering why I'm going so slow. Ow, God! Okay, no. We're going around this way. We might go out beside Walmart and come back down the other side. I think that's what I'm going to do. If you look this way, there used to be a trail that went down to the house I'm going to show you, where Louis set it on fire to try to kill me. He, how do I explain this? I don't know how to explain this. I was sleeping on a bench in front of Big Lots, because of what happened between me and my old lady. I had become homeless. Her and her son were doing drugs in my house, and I was told by the probation office I had to leave. I actually got a CDV for cussing her out for stealing my money. I slept on the bench in front of Big Lots. They found me, and apparently he was interested in me, but I didn't understand that at the time. And he brought me into a throuple, if you understand what that is, a three-way relationship. But it turned out that that was his undoing, because that's not what she wanted. I'm just going to go ahead and walk this way while I tell you. She didn't want a throuple. She wanted him to straighten his act up and quit doing drugs. And he thought bringing another person in would fix the relationship. Well, it fixed it in the fact that she was tired of his drug use, and I was out there because of my ex's drug use. So we ended up becoming closer than they were. So it's not that I tried my hardest to fix them, to put them back together. But the harder I tried, the more he pushed her away. The more he was trying to run around with hookers that did mess and push her away towards me. So she ended up with me. Well, then once she ended up with me and he was doing his own thing, he got jealous and decided to try to kill me. And I wanted to show you the house where he tried to kill me at. Hey, wait, that's a shelf. I could use that shelf. Not right now, but I could use that shelf. Alright, as you can tell, it's starting to get dark. Fortunately, my light has my camera has night vision. Something my tablet doesn't have. I'm trying to head back up this hill, and I'll show y'all the house. It's probably going to be dark. I'll probably have to show you another time. I'm tripping over vines. Oh, goodness. Pause for a second. Okay. Here we go. I probably don't have anybody in my channel now. It's still telling me 2 and 4. Elia said I had 5 likes, but it's still telling me 2 people and 4 likes. So all these people coming around are coming around from the pizza shop, Little Caesars. Okay, here we go. Oh God, I'm getting old. Hopefully y'all can see stuff. I do have flashlights, so when I get around there, we'll do the flashlight thing. What's my battery at? Okay, I'm at 39%. Pull out a flashlight. Oh, I can still see on my camera. My lady works in this vape shop when she can. He seems to only call her when he wants to go out and do his drugs, or whatever he's doing. He disappears, but that's their door. He disappears for hours and then comes back all screwed up. But you know, they're not American. I don't want to say anything bad about them. It's not that anything's bad. They're not American. It's just they're all into methamphetamines and shit. So he never shows up on time. Nothing. He'll ever come into work and won't show up in time for her to get to work. So, but we're going around the corner, and here we go. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this person's waiting, trying to back up. It goes out. I guess they got confused after they getting their pizza from Little Caesars. Don't know, it goes all the way around the back of the building. Here we go. And if you look down here, the trail's way down there. Were you in the dark? Still sort of bright outside where you... It's dark here, it's just I got a good camera. See, check this out. Put some light on the subject. See all this trash and stuff, this stuff people throw out when they're going to Little Caesars over here. But there's a trail. There's a trail down there, I swear there is. It goes that way, and there's a house over this way. I'm sorry, not too much. I'm trying to be entertaining actually, but I don't know. Just trying to keep people interested. I know it's only, you're probably the only one here. I think Kella took off too. She said there's 18 people. It still keeps telling me there's only 2. But you keep going this way, down this way, and there's a mailbox, and you take a left, and there's a house over here, right in the middle of the woods. It was abandoned. Where me and my old lady stayed for, oh God, I think, oh my God, look at this tree fell down. I'm not sure I can get back down there. Okay. Well, there is another way in. Okay. I can't, normally, there was a path right here, which went back to the front of the house. So we're going to have to go over here and up a hill to go over to it. It probably is just you. But check out, see that house up there? Looks like a trailer or something from the ground. But once you get up the hill, there's actually a house up there. If I can, oh God, can I still make it up there? Okay, I'm gonna try. There's a lot of vines here. There are a whole lot of vines here. And it's a hill from hell. And I don't have my cane. But I'm gonna try. Here we go. I think I made it. Okay, I made it up. Jesus Christ. This used to be a trail right here. The day that my ex and her son knocked me over the head, well, Louis is the one that hit me over the head. There used to be a bench right there. Louis come up and knocked me on the head. My ex and her son dragged me down this hill to a car about where that truck is. And kidnapped me to get me away from the girl I'm with now. Yes, this is an old car. I can't think of what kind it is offhand. But from what I understand, it's something that people might want. It's, what is it? Ow! This roof has caved in a lot. There's a window over there into the room I used to live in. To tell you the truth, I couldn't tell you what kind of car this is now because they painted over everything with pink paint. All these druggies around here just do all kinds of weird shit. This roof was not this low. There's a window there where we used to live. Oh, that still exists. This was where I tied up my ex's dog. With that, of course it wasn't there, it was out there. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see what the inside looks like. Okay, this was a garden. Used to be. As you can look around, everything is so overgrown at this point. But, oh God, that hurt. Bed frame. There used to be a floor here. I swear to God there was. It got burnt out. This is dangerous. Ow, fuck. That just hit me in the head. Get that off my head. Okay. This is probably dangerous for me to be in. Okay. Me and my old lady, we're staying here. There's a mattress right here. As you can tell, everything's burnt up. There's a mattress here. We had a dresser over there. We had a propane heater over here. Closet. We had 2 closets full of stuff. We had stuff on these shelves too. There's my old speaker. JBL. But the night he tried to kill me, he put kerosene on that window, kerosene on that window, kerosene on this window, lit it up. Then his friend, Day Day, this used to be the kitchen, was sitting at this window, and he threw a Malvatok martini in here, set it on fire, so I could not get out. They were hoping, he told him to throw it in there. He told Day Day, he told David James, that's his name. Fire marshal knows all this, but apparently they don't want to do anything about it. Was sitting there and threw a Malvatok martini right in here and set this where our clothes were. Set it on fire. And I was in there asleep on the mattress while Megan was at work. He had set kerosene on fire there. He had already spilled it inside there to make sure that when I caught on fire, he had kerosene in here to make sure that when I caught on fire, I would die. Well, somehow I come out. I saw flames, grabbed everything I could, and I came this way, and back then there was a floor here, and went out that door. I'm going to try to get back out here without hitting my head. I don't know why that dress is hanging here. That's sort of weird. That's one of the dresses that Louis would wear from time to time. Louis was a cross-dresser. That's one of the tanks that blew up. That's a propane tank. It blew up just after I went out the door. I'm trying to get out. That's the reason why I can't see anything. Ow! And now my hand's all black. Okay. I got out this door. Day said he was right there, and there used to be a brick wall here. Day said he was right there and saw me and ducked down. He swears up and down he did not know I was in there. His name's David James. But he swears up and down he did not know I was in here, which he probably did, because he has hate for me too. But he threw a Malvatok martini in there. He was supposed to do that before Louis went around here and set the windows on fire to make sure I couldn't get out the windows. And somehow I was able to grab enough stuff and get out of this door down here, and I ran down this hill, and it's all on camera on Facebook. There were multiple people filming it. The flames went all the way up to the top of these trees, and there are many witnesses, but for some reason they can't prove anything. Looks like there still is a path out that way, but I'm not sure why. I guess because the meth heads are still coming through here. Here, let's go take a look. But yeah, I went down that hill and went to that place I showed y'all earlier, and there's another trail out this way. Apparently they're still coming through here, because it's still going that way and this way. That way goes to the liquor store. This way goes around to the front of the hill where a bunch of the homeless have been living. A bunch of the meth head homeless. Eric, Day Day, Matt, Justin, Brandy, all of them have been living over this way. Off and on. They keep getting run off, but as we get farther closer, you'll see there's mattresses and all kinds of stuff. They did was run a whorehouse out here for a minute. See all this trash? Oh, it's trash. This is what the homeless around here do. Not me, but look at their chairs. This is what the homeless here do. They just don't care. They don't care about their environment. They don't care about what they do. All they do is drugs and fucking drag up trash. They always dragging up trash. And Walmart is short on buggies. Look at her. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 Walmart buggies up here. Walmart is actually short on buggies right now because of these people. There's trash all through here. Everywhere. You won't see that on my site. There's been a few beer cans where this young guy keeps walking through, but other than that, there ain't nothing, and I keep picking those up too. Oh God. I'm sorry. I've been talking a whole lot. We're back out in the parking lot, heading over this way. It looks like E is walking across there. That's one of the nasty homeless around here. He's a meth head. And he's friends with the lady that used to be in the gas station, but she's been moved to the deli, so I guess he won't be getting his hookup there no more. She's supposed to be married, but he's talking about he's hooking up with her, so she's a nice lady. I'm not going to say nothing about her. Just he's saying he's hooking up with her, and it's probably true. They call themselves twins, her and him. But I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's go this way. Oh, this is a liquor store. They should be closed, shouldn't they? No, I guess they got about 8 minutes. And there's Starbucks across the street. Now this is where David James died in the dumpster, smoking fentanyl, or shooting up fentanyl with a guy named Terry. And this is Cedar Springs. Here we are. I don't know what to say at this point. I'm just glad to be out of that house. I was getting my nerves are shot, remembering all that stuff. That's the Walmart gas station. Pretty much. Usually the druggies are hanging out behind that dumpster. But today they're hanging out behind the old Big Lots, which is across the street. I don't know what else to say. My old lady works over there, and you can tell why they don't have business. There's just no light. Not a whole lot of business. It's not that it's a bad restaurant. It's a very good restaurant. It is a little pricey, and you know, I think she could be being paid better, but it's just so dark. Nobody even knows the thing is there. You can see KFC, you can see Starbucks, but you can't see the restaurant. I'm pointing straight. Now hold on, straight at the restaurant. Do you see a restaurant? Lights for KFC, lights for Starbucks. No restaurant. Not from the road, not if you're in a car. I'll wait for this car to go. Oh, wait a minute, some idiot's gonna hit somebody else. I don't run across. Okay. Starbucks. One of my girl's best or favorite places. It's a nice restaurant, nice people. But yeah, here's Charlie's. It's a great restaurant. Food wise, you can get gyro and everything is great. But can you tell it's even there from the road? No. Yeah, Well, they look bright on my phone. They really do, but they are not very bright at all. To tell you the truth, the open sign is brighter than the inside lights, except you can't see it on my phone. The open sign's right there, but it's brighter than the inside lights. Great place to eat. If you're in Spartanburg, great place to eat. I swear to God, anything you get, you'll be happy with. But we'll head over this way out of lights. I'll sit down for a minute, and maybe we'll do the Q&A thing I was talking about earlier. Actually, I think you're the only one here, Dick boy. Oh, they're coming to get me. No, just kidding. All the meth heads around here think all the drones are coming to get them. They think every helicopter or drone's after them. And half of them usually sit over here on this dock where I'm going to. But I'm just going to go sit here. And my storage is actually right there. Prime Storage, best place in the world. You have to have a code to get in. There's facial recognition. My stuff is temperature controlled. And I don't have to worry about anything. They will call me. Hey, somebody put in your code. What? No. And they will go grab them. Like the cops will be there and they will go get them. Not like the other place down the road I was showing you. I'm going to set this here. Just a minute. Here, let me try this. No, they ain't going to give you a view, is it? Oh, maybe. Alright, that's a view of, I don't know, I guess it's a tree and a light. Shit. That's not so good. Right now, it's smelling a lot of candles. The place we're behind used to be Food Lion, and now they sell nothing but candles. And it smells like candles there. They throw so many candles out in the dumpster, and that's what half the stuff you saw on that hill was, where the homeless come and get stuff out of the garbage can. But some of them are too strong for my sizes. Otherwise, I'd take some home to cover up cat box smell. My hands are all black from going in that house. Let's see if I can get some of this off. Actually, it looks like I might have stabbed myself in there. I'm hoping I don't get, because I don't know how long it's been since I had tetanus shot. That's definitely blood. Okay, I definitely caught a nail or two in there. Alright, let's blow our nose. Refurbish. I'm refurbishing. Rebooting. I bought this hat today. What do you think? That's my old lady testing me. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to sit up here and we're going to look around. God, it's much easier to see off the camera. I don't know how to dim the lights because it is not that bright back here. I swear to you it's not. It's a very dark area. I used to sleep in that corner. I mean, this is a very dark area. There's a camera up there, but this, believe it or not, is a very dark area. My camera is great. Okay. Decky boy, are you the only one here? Because this is one. Or am I the only one here? I feel like I'm probably alone. I do appreciate you sticking around, Decky boy. If you watch this later, thank you. I'm going to check and see what my old lady. Yeah, it's It just told me I was reconnecting, so hopefully you'll get this. It's 1900 here too. I'm sorry, 7 o'clock here too. So where are you at, Decky boy? There ain't much to see now. Huh. It seems like I can't see the moon with my face. I mean, with my eyes, but I can see it on my camera. So apparently the moon is up there behind those clouds. I can't see it with my eyes. I swear to God, I can't. But I can see it through the camera. See the moon? Well, it's coming over. Um, I don't know. Everybody else seems to do a 2 hour live, so I wanted to provide some content. I really don't feel like I provided a lot, did I? Well, it's got night vision apparently. My camera apparently has night vision. Um, I don't know. Maybe insight into a homeless person's life, a bougie homeless person's life, because you know, I'm not going to live like these people are out here. I don't give a. I'm going to live the best life I can and provide the best I can for the woman that's over there in that restaurant and for the dog and the cat that's in my tent. Well, I sure appreciate it, Decky boy, that my life was enough to make you stay. Just let me know when you're going to check out, and I'll probably end my live then, because I think you're the only one here. It tells me 1 and 4 likes, so but if you have any questions, I'm quite ready to answer any of them. I'm sitting on this thing over here. I can type. I have no qualms about answering anything. You want to ask something about my youth, that's fine. You want to ask something about what I'm going through now, or why, or how. I'm not going to blame it off on nobody. I want to tell you the truth. What happened? I will tell you why I'm here, why I'm in this spot. And a lot of it's my own stupidity. If you want to know the truth, I trusted the wrong people. I believed in the 401k. I don't know how that disappeared. I believed that if I ever became disabled, they would take care of me. There's a lot of things I believed in, but I'm not blaming anybody for any of it. And a lot after I became disabled had to do with me trying to save somebody I shouldn't have. So and I'm not going to say I was the best person in the world. I drink off and on. Lately, I've been drinking a lot. You could probably tell in my voice. I've been drinking off and on, trying to get the nerve up to do this live. Because I'm scared. I'm scared to death. I'm a Gen Xer, but I am what I went through in my childhood and could live through seems hard right now. It seems like I'm at my wit's end, and but I'm ready to try something, find something. I need to find something I can do, something I can make $1 off of, a job. I'm not a grifter. I'm not going to sit here and. Do you know how seldom I hold a sign up on the corner? Only when it comes down to me having to heat my old lady and my animals. How long have you wanted to do a live for? I wanted to do a live for about 6 months. I thought it would help me. But I was watching all these grifters and stuff and watching all the money they were making. There was one lady that made $25,000 off of one person, but she was lying to them. She was lying and telling them that she was homeless, and she wasn't. And it's fine if you can't help. I am just quite happy to have somebody listen or watch and tell me what you need. I mean, do you want to go on walks in the woods? There's plenty of woods around here. We can go through walks in the woods. We can observe animals. We can, I can show you where the homeless hang out here. I can show you all the drug dealers, who they are. I can show you who the meth heads are. I mean, I don't care. And I get, believe it or not, I get a lot of local help. I mean, that's the reason why I'm not trying to beg nobody for money. I'm going in debt. Don't get me wrong there. My credit card is maxed out. My Cash App loans are maxed out. But I have enough to make it through the rest of the month. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you need to send me this or send me that. Like these grifters. Hell with these grifters. They don't know what it's like to work to start with. This is a good thing. I get help. Like just the other day, I put I think it was a short. It might have become a video. This lady Kim she used to work in the gas station, but I think tomorrow she starts working in deli. She gave us veg oil. She gave us corn. She gave us grits. She gave us oats. I can't think of everything she gave me right now, but I made a video showing everything right here. It was done right here. I put everything out to show this is what I got today from Kim. God bless Kim. You know, because I want to shout out to everybody who helps me at all ever. I want everybody to know who the good people are around them. But then again, I'm scared the rest of the homeless might screw with them asking for stuff. Because the rest of the homeless around here is, oh, give me $10, give me $20. But you know what they're going to get? They're going to get a 10-piece rot. They're going to get $20 worth of meth. So I don't know whether to shout out for people or not shout out for people. So, and then we had this lady named Kimberly who come up and prayed for us and gave us $20 on Cash App. Not the Cash App I have on here, but she actually got a real Cash App. I put this Cash App for safety reasons because I've been told that, you know, they screw up your Cash App account. But we don't get help from the shelters. If you look right, well, you can't see it. It looks so much brighter than it is. But right here is my storage. You go right there, and there's this guy that does pet shots and stuff. This is supposed to be a homeless shelter. He is getting tax cut off for this being a homeless shelter, but he has never helped anybody. So, I mean, around here, the shelters, the main one downtown is being run by a lady named April Nations. She's the one that got my ex back on dope. She's a meth head. She's a meth dealer. She makes the people in the shelter deal meth or go to work. Everybody in there has to work, and they take if they get a SSI check, they take their SSI check, and then they still make them work, which, I mean, like me, I can't work, but they'll make them work for them and still take all their money. And then when you leave there, you can only stay there 3 months. When you leave there, they turn around and bill you for staying there, which makes absolutely no sense to me, but I guess that's some kind of South Carolina law. But I'm sorry, I know my camera's been shaky all over the place, and I'm trying to figure out where to point it because everything looks so bright. These lights are not so bright, I swear to God. That's Starbucks, that's Charlie's room. See how dark it is? That's where Charlie's works. That's KFC. There's a little church over here. I'm not even sure what they are. They go to church on Saturday. But the guy I was telling you about, David or Day Day, they sold him a woman. So I don't think they're such a quite good place. There's a ballerina place over here and a gym who doesn't have a shower and would not take me because I'm too light skinned. Even though I'm 10% black, they wouldn't take me. They told me that out front. Over there is a homeless shelter that's never been open, and church, and then my storage, and then of course we're sitting behind a place that used to be Food Line, but it's a candle place. But I don't know where to point my camera to have good light, or something good to look at. I don't know, maybe we should go through my storage. I can go in my storage and go through it. I have 5 likes from you. Would you go look through my other videos? If you check out my tent, that's a 10 by 20. That's half a trailer. It's half a trailer. I'm so proud of it. I mean, I'm not proud of being homeless. I'm not proud of being out here, but I am so proud that I have set up a place for a dog and a cat and a woman to live in and feel comfortable and be safe. I see that. I wonder who the other one is. Makes me wish there was something more entertaining, because I can't even show you the stars because the clouds are out. The clouds are out, so I can't show you the stars. We could talk about Orion and all this stuff if I could see them. We could talk about the stars. I'm actually was going to be an astrophysicist, so I know all those constellations. Thank you for hanging with me through this first live. I just wish there was something more entertaining I could do. I don't know. I can't even think of a good joke right now. But we did travel. We traveled to my old place. We traveled through the graveyard, old stones. You got to meet Hella. She's a wonderful person. Well, maybe you didn't get to meet her. Y'all didn't talk too much. But you got to see what I go through. Most of the time, I stay at home, depressed, trying to figure out how to make our life better. I get $9.67 a month on SSI, and she makes somewhere between $500 and $800 there a month. It's according to how much her tips are. I mean, she's on a waitress wage and working behind the counter. I'm not going to say he's a bad man. I'm just going to say that he should be paying her more. But he's a decent guy. His brother's an ass, but he's a decent guy. On Friday, she has to deal with him. Like at 5 o'clock, he wants the whole everything cleaned up and mopped and ready to leave, even though they don't leave until not supposed to leave till 9. But I don't know. Maybe that's my opinion. I'm still trying to figure out her family's life. My family's dead. Everybody in my family is dead, except for I have a cousin, a couple of cousins' daughter and son that I raised, but they have worse mental issues than I have. And the cousin I have has worse mental issues, so her daughter's taking care of her instead of me. I raised her, but she's taking care of her mother because of her and her brother's mental issues. But her family I can't figure out, because her family's never treated her good at all. Her mom's the sweetest person in the world, so I don't understand. I don't know how to feel about what went on in her family, so I just sort of leave it alone. You don't have anything else to do? You're not bored yet? Okay. Um, you want me to show you where I used to have a trailer, or I mean, I got some time before she gets off work. I think I got about that's only 1916. Oh God, my battery's at 19% though. Um, I can show you where my trailer used to be. I can show you a trail out behind it here. What else could I do? I don't know what else to do that would be entertaining. Goodness. I could take you around back and show you the dope heads. The trailer's not there anymore, but I can take you around back and show you the trail to get there. Or I can take a left and show you where all the dope heads are hanging out. Okay, give me just a second. I'm gonna get off this thing. It takes me a second because it's a ways down. Oh God! Ow! 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 I wish I could play my music. Don't break that. Come here. Oh, wait. One more tobacco. Tobacco. Where's my tobacco? One tobacco. That one's empty. Go buy a trash can. I'll throw that out. Put this back on my back. Where did the cigarette go? Okay, here we go. This dumpster here, there's all kinds of candles and stuff in it. But I'm going to throw this empty cigarette pack in it. We're going to go this way. I gotta find my flashlight so you can see out there. I could probably run my phone on it, but it'd probably run it down too quick. God, this feels good actually having somebody listen. I'm sorry you're this bored. What do you do for a living? Decky boy, wait, what do you do for a living? We're heading over towards the Saturday church. I can't think of what it's called. We'll go look. You mind if I ask how old you are? Or approximate age? Believe it or not, I used to do a lot of random stuff too. Oh, it's the Faith and Faith Church. I don't know what they practice. Don't know what religion they are. I just know they put a homeless girl out here to be abused by a homeless man. Okay, I was just wondering. I mean, all through my life, I've done all kinds of stuff. I've started off mowing lawns at 12. I mean, here we go. I used to have lunch here every day. I actually used to eat lunch here every day, and all this graffiti. Let's see. I don't recognize any of this graffiti. Okay. Might be new homeless. Let's go this way. Part of Faith Church. We're going around back of the building. This used to be trees. There used to be a path up here where all the meth heads would go smoke. Go around this way. Now this guy recently died, and his nephew owns this property, and he owns all the property between here and the trailer park. So we're going to be going through part of his property. Shadow, my dog, he lives actually in that trailer, and he was screwing around with this girl named she's a hooker. What's her name? Louis ended up leaving Megan, my girl, for this woman, but she was staying there, and she was keeping Shadow trapped up there. Shadow was born underneath the Walmart sign over where we just came from, but she kept her in a cage over here until she escaped, and Shadow became my dog. We're going too dark, so I gotta get out a flashlight. Give me just a second. Yeah, it's still dark on my camera too. Okay, lighter. Flashlight. Where's my flashlight? Give me just a second, I'll find my flashlight. Not in that pocket. Why is it not in that pocket? Okay. Give me just a second. I'm gonna find. I don't know if you can see me or not. I'll find my flashlight. Not in there. Okay. Get my headlamp out. I had the flashlight earlier. Where'd it go? I know I had it because we used it. Apparently I lost the flashlight I had earlier. Give me just a second. I've got a headlamp in here somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright, we'll be back with you in a second. Got my headlamp. Apparently I lost the flashlight that I had earlier. My rechargeable one, that pissed me off. We'll figure it out. Oh, I found it. I have the rechargeable. Here we go. Well, let's go. Okay, scroll up. Okay, here we go. Right here is this behind the gym I was showing you. That's the property over there with Andrew. His name's Andrew. I can't think of the hooker he had living over there with him, but he now owns all this property between here and the trailer park. He is a fentanyl and a meth user. This is the back door to the gym. Right there. If you look around the corner here, this guy named Justin, there used to be 2 trailers back here. Him and Brandy were living underneath it. And he decided, since he couldn't have Brandy anymore, that he was going to set the trailers on fire. That's something else the fire marshal is supposed to be investigating. But it's between homeless people. Okay, but where we're going, I don't know what that is. But we're going this way to a trail. We're still behind. Okay, this is part of that. Supposed to be a homeless shelter. I'm about to show you something. This part here is a chop shop. This is a chop shop. The first one goes into a gym. That goes into the chop shop. And this is where they bring cars. And now the chop shop. There's a chop shop run right here. Yep. Go ahead. It says I'm on camera. This is a chop shop. Run out of the back of the gym at Cedar Springs. This is a chop shop. Every Saturday or Sunday, you can watch them chop fucking cars up right here. Like right here. They chop up all kinds of shit. They're running a legal business right out of here. Cedar Springs cops don't seem to care. That's another part of the homeless shelter, another part of the homeless shelter, homeless shelter. And then that wall is where my storage starts. That gate where you can get in. But you go back over this way, and there's a trail that leads over to where I used to live in trailer park. So many people dump stuff out here. I've gotten 3 mattresses out here. I've gotten cabinets, all kinds of stuff, which most of them's in my storage. Let's see. I'm sorry, I heard something. Right here's where I found one of the queen size mattresses we use. This is one of the places Louie used to crawl out of the sewer at. Her ex-old man. There's a trail going this way. Goes all the way through here. Lord knows what that is. No clue. Couple pieces of metal and wood. Something drug up here. See all this stuff? This is stuff meth heads have drug out here for whatever reason. Then we go down this way. Ow, God, don't fall. Shit. You can tell they've been hanging out here for a minute. That chair used to be on top of the hill. Here we go. Okay. Now, I haven't been here in a while. Looks like it's cleared out a lot more. Let's try this way. Well, apparently a lot more trees have fallen. I'm trying to get across them. They're probably trying to cut access down, because there used to be a trail right through here. Oh God! Oh my God! Okay. I'm hoping you can see everything. Okay. The trail used to go right through there. But more dangerous than anything right now. The weird thing about these woods, here we go. There's a weird thing about these woods. I used to come through these woods, and then all of a sudden there would be trees just broken off and put in an upside down X, like Sasquatch was here. Might be low. How much battery do you have? It might be low. Let me check. 9%. I'm at 9. I sort of wanted to show you some of this. Remember that thing I was telling you about Louis wanting to have a throuple thing? This hole here, he actually had a roof here and everything. And that's the first place that me and my old lady actually did naughty. Because he was trying to make it elaborate, and there was a roof here. It's really weird, the relationship that he talked me into, because I was just so broken up over my relationship and the way it did and everything. There was a hole here, and he actually made a love nest in there, and all that plastic was over the top, and it's a weird situation. But yeah, and this trail goes on. I'm afraid that my battery's not going to last long enough, but this trail goes around and back into the trailer park where her and him lived, and where me and my old lady lived. Of course, come to find out, him and my old lady was screwing around to start with. I'm hearing dogs going off. I'm not sure what kind of fences they have up here now, but if you see those lights over that way, my trailer's not there anymore. That's the trailer park. I don't know. Since I'm at 9%, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go, or let you go, because I think you're the only one here. All right. Yeah, I've got to get back out of here, and I think my battery is rather low. Thank you for sticking around, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end this and try to get back over to her, because she'll be getting off work soon. Thank you for sticking around, and hopefully I'll have something more entertaining next time. Thank you for sticking around. We'll see you later.